Now, this is the brand new Bluetti AC200MAX. Now, if you watch the house build, you know that I ran the whole house while we were building on one of these right here. This is the updated model. So this one has a 2200 watt inverter and it is 2048 watt hours. So the old one was around that 2000 mark for both and it performed flawlessly. I never had a problem with it. But this is the new and improved version that we get here in Australia because we'll ask for everything here in Australia. So this is the new one they brought out. We're going to open it up and let's have a look. First up in the box, you get the instructions and warranty card. You have a bag, we'll go through that soon, but this contains all your solar cords and your charge cords that you'll need to charge it in the car or wherever you're going. Next up is the charger. These things are pretty solid unit. And the packaging, oh my God, it's actual foam. Not that hard stuff that gets everywhere. And then the kids pull it apart. Now what we all come to see. This is it, AC200MAX. So this one here is the AC200MAX. Now I had the AC200 when I was building my off-grid home, and before we had all the batteries and everything to run it, we were running solely off one of these. What I basically did was have this connected to all the electrical system inside the house to a generator plug, and then from there I could run my 5 kilowatt aircon. I was running the fridge, all the lights, the TV, Xbox, basically everything off the old AC200. This one has a few updates that I wish I had while we were doing the other thing. So this one's got 4 ports at the front. The AC200 only had 2. So there's a cigarette lighter socket and stuff like that, so which is basically normal. So you have your 4 USB chargers at the front, USB-C, a 12 volt DC 10 amp output, 2 of them I believe. The last one had 1, could be wrong. And then you can use this cord which is in the bag they supply to power something bigger. With that you still have your wireless charging on top, so if you want to charge your phone, it's as simple as putting your phone on top and then turning your DC on, and then your phone will start charging. So that was another good thing, because when we went out camping you could just have this sitting on the bench. People can come along, throw their phones on, and they know when they got back in the service they had a fully charged phone. Another thing that is super freaking awesome about this one is it's got Bluetooth. So you can pair it to your phone. You can see all the settings that are on the screen right now, and you can also control whether the DC is on or off, or your AC is on or off. You can see how much you're getting from the grid if it was plugged into the wall. You can see how much you're getting from solar. If you had the solar panels plugged in, you can see how much you're pulling from DC, which would be like charging your phone or using the cigarette lighter socket. And also you can see how much you're using for AC. Now also, when I say I was running the aircon, it doesn't mean that I was running it all night. I literally had a generator running on eco mode, trickle charging this, and as the aircon cycled, the generator could boost up the battery, and pretty much that's how I was doing it. I'm sure there's reasons why you shouldn't do it like that, but that's how I had to do it. That's, wife wanted aircon, she got aircon. That's, wife wanted aircon, she got aircon.
Always blaming me.
Now, as I was saying, in this bag right here, it'll be all your charge cords. That Velcro. Alright, that's a neat little band right there. Okay, so you have your 240 volt plug that comes in the kit. That is for your main wall charger. And then you have your thick boy solar charge cables. And this could also be DC as well. So this is your attachment to run into the unit itself, right on the side, right here. And then from there, you have your solar charge cable, and then you simply just plug it in. Run this to your solar panels, plug your solar panel into the side, or if you're in the car driving to camp, you can just plug this straight into your cigarette lighter socket and charge your unit while you're on the way to camp. That sun's coming up. Alright, it's getting a bit bright out here, so I'm going to grab the camera. This is your solar port, so that's where your solar plug goes. Plug your solar in, run it to whatever panels you got. You can use the Bluetti ones. So that's where your solar goes in there. This is where your 240 volt power adapter goes there, which is this rig right here. And this is absolutely magic. So on top of with this unit right here, you can actually get expansion packs for it. So I believe you can hook up 2 more expansion packs, which pretty much are another 2000 watt hour battery. Having 2, you can turn this thing into a 6000 watt hour battery with a 2200 watt inverter, and you'll go for days. I wish that I had this while I was building the off-grid home, because that way you could have just had all the batteries in there running away. I probably wouldn't even need 40 AGM batteries that I do have now. I highly recommend getting a unit like this. Simple fact is, like I've said in the past, if you're doing up like a tour or something like that and you don't have enough room under the bonnet. I know I had this problem with the Jeep. I ran 4 AGM batteries behind the back seats and it took up a lot of room. And with those 4 AGM batteries, I did not achieve the amount of power that this thing can store right here. So by the time I bought the battery management system, the batteries and all the wiring, and then paying an auto electrician to put it all in, it would have been more beneficial just to buy a Bluetti unit and then build a box in the back around for it. So that way you could just, it was so much easier. Then you had your inverter, everything was there. You had your USBs to charge your cameras. You want it simple, and just say the power goes out at home, grab this out of your truck, go plug it in a generator port at your house, and then you can run the fridge and keep everything going while before the power comes back on. Can you just go down for 1 second? But all I'm saying is I really appreciate Bluetti and everything they've done for me, and the new unit is going to live in the back of the Surf, so that way when I go camping and everything, I've got the power to run pretty much the Zero Breeze aircon that I showed you last time, charge my phone, charge the camera, run all the lights, and just be done with it, you know? If a simple camping setup is something that you want, and you want it to be movable between your car, you're going camping with mates, you can just grab it out, throw it in your mate's car, simply run all you want. I'm not going to go on the specs or anything like that, because there is the Bluetti website for that. I'll leave a link in the description box below. If you don't know what the description box is, it's a little arrow below the video, and then it'll drop down all the information. So yeah, go down there, check on the link, and check them out. Alright, so this is my plan, what I want to do. So we have our Zero Breeze, the aircon that I showed you last time. Plug is upside down for some unknown reason. So because the Zero Breeze has its own battery, so you can charge that battery and then pretty much link that to the battery, or you can run this directly off something like this. We'll come to our app, turn on our power, done skis, turn on our aircon, and then once that fires up, we should see how much we're pulling. So right now it tells me it's doing 96 watts, 99, 100, so 146 watts. So 146 watts, that ain't bad. It's dropping down, it's 143 now. So if we were to work that out, this is just, oh, I'm pressing buttons. Now this is just rough math, so don't bloody attack me in the comment section. So 146, 248. So if my calculations are correct, and they're probably not, this thing should run for about 14 hours before this unit goes flat right here. Yeah, that's right, we're on rocket mode. So the battery pack that comes with this is about 5 hours, but pairing that to this thing, we'll get about 14. So all up, we have 2 battery packs, so you can pretty much run that for 24 hours. Plus with the solar input of this, you can charge one battery while the other one's running. You'll be sweet. I think I got my camp set up, boys, but I still haven't figured it out. I don't know if I'm gonna go awning and swag, which is pretty much what I found is the best way to do it, or am I gonna get a rooftop tent? I don't know yet. Maybe we should just try both. We'll try both setups with an aircon and then see which one is the best. So whether we go just a rooftop tent or awning and swag. Honestly, I prefer awning and swag because it's honestly less setup, but that takes a lot of room from the inside of the car. Obviously, it adds weight to the roof of the car, which handles like crap. And this being a coil cab on really soft springs, I don't think it's gonna like a rooftop tent. So who knows? We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Oh, this thing's amazing. Where have you been all my life? So yeah, that's about it for showing off this beauty right here. But don't forget, they have expansion packs, so you can pretty much expand this to a 6,000 watt hour battery. And if you're making an off-grid rig like a vehicle, or maybe you've got a caravan or something like that, definitely have a look at these. I'm not telling you to buy them, I'm just saying have a look. You'll love them. I loved them. They were a big help in building the house. They're a massive help while out camping. And yeah, check out the expansion packs as well. You just plug them in the side, stack them on top of each other, and then you have a massive power source. I'm just saying have a look. You'll love them. Let's go full driving.